Welcome to this video on spotting a bad personal trainer in the gym. My name is Tyler Valencia. I'm the president of KIPS, where we do fitness education and time to train fitness, where we do YouTube workouts. I've also worked for companies like Nesta and NCCPT, which if you're looking for a personal training program, you've probably seen those names in your Google search. And I've also been in the industry for 17 years, having worked at gyms, having been an independent personal trainer and a small business owner doing personal training. In this video, I'm gonna give you 4 habits, 4 things that bad personal trainers will often do and the tips to hopefully avoid them. Before we jump into the video, there's something that I wanna throw out there, and that's don't forget that you're always on display at a gym. No matter if you're working as an independent, no matter if you're working in a big gym, a small gym, you're always on display and people are always watching. I put this one at the beginning of the video because it's something that doesn't change. People will always be watching you, whether they're on the treadmill, whether they're on the elliptical, they're looking, they're scanning, trying to keep their minds off of what exercise they're doing. And what you do when you have that uniform on really matters. First one here, a trainer that is distracted, and that could be on their phone or talking to other members. That is something you do not want to develop. You want to make sure that when you are working with your client, the one that's in front of you, that they feel like they are the only client that matters, that they feel like they are on the top of that pyramid and they have your undivided attention. Don't forget, they're paying for it. They're paying you good money to train them, so give them your undivided attention. Yes, you do want to do social media here and there, but make it something that happens every now and then. Not all the time you're busting out your phone and recording them and you're not watching their technique on a certain exercise. My tip for this one is to put your phone away. When I used to be a personal trainer in a big gym, I had a little cubby and I would put my phone with my keys, my wallet in there. Or if I had a bag, I would put my phone in my bag when I trained individuals, and I only bring it out every now and then. You really only need is a stopwatch or a watch that you can tell time on, or you can do a stopwatch on. So invest in something that's all you need is a stopwatch or a timer, and keep that phone away. Don't be that trainer that has your phone out all the time. Next one here, and that is a trainer that is always late. I'm gonna probably say this more times in this video, but people are investing in your services, and often you will get clients that will know that you are giving them, or they're paying for 50 minutes, 55, or an hour, whatever that might be. So make sure that you are not late, that you are early. My tip for this one is to, at the beginning, pick a time frame. Maybe it's a 5-minute window, a 10-minute window, and that is something that you are going to clearly lay out at the beginning of your sessions with somebody, that this session is going to be 50 minutes because you might need that 10 minutes in between to grab a sip, grab a bite to eat, or get your program ready for the next client, to close out that session with them so they know and they're not thinking, well, I'm paid for 55 or I paid for 60. Make it known that when you work with clients, that you give them 50 minutes of undivided attention and that you need that 10 minutes after to get ready. Habit number 3 here, and that is a trainer that doesn't write down anything. First of all, it's a legal reason. If you are ever in that situation where somebody is suing you or suing the gym, you need to be able to prove that you created some type of logical program that follows research and that you have those credentials. And if you're not writing them down, how would you ever be able to prove it? So first of all, it's a legal reason. Next, you are ultimately trying to create a progressive overload with your clients. And if you're not keeping track of these numbers, if you're not making your programs at the beginning of the week or before you meet them, how are you supposed to know that you are efficiently and effectively taking them through a program that's going to get them to their goals? So knowing those reps, knowing those sets, what the weight was, all those are important things when you're working with your client. My tip for this one is to go home and create a template. Maybe it's an Excel or it's a PDF on Canva that has the items that you need to be able to track your clients effectively. And I say this because if you are working for a gym, a big gym, most likely they have some type of template or a piece of paper or a folder that they give you that they want you to fill out, but maybe it has too many things on there. or maybe it doesn't have enough space to write how much detail you want to put into your programming. So go home and make a template that you print out and then you put in each of your clients' folders. That is what I used to do. I used to have a template that had exactly what I wanted in it, and I would put it in each folder and I would keep track of those items. And along the way, clients like to look at those things. Oh, can I see from the first week, the fifth week, what weight I was doing? And when they see those numbers, their face lights up, knowing that they made this improvement, this progression, and that their investment in you is paying off. The last one here, and that is a trainer that isn't a team player. When you work in a gym, you often see trainers that have this mentality that's cutthroat, that you are their enemy or you are taking business away from them. And that, in my opinion, is not the way to do business in this day. Right now, collaborating is more important than ever, in my opinion. Making content with other trainers, finding out knowledge from them, and being able to understand how to get to certain stages within the industry. Often, if a trainer is at a gym for a long time, if it's a high-end gym, it's because they're good at their job. So why wouldn't you want to learn from them, collaborate with them? And if they can't take a client, they might want to refer them to somebody that they think can help them. And they might point to you. It's happened to me in the past, and it's a great way to be somebody that is known as a collaborator and somebody that is a team player. On top of that, if you are looking to make a career out of this, maybe you want to move up, you want to be a manager, they're often not going to try to find somebody that is not liked or somebody that creates drama within the gym. They want somebody that is a team player that their colleagues like. So be a team player. My tip for this one is if you are just starting off, you are a new entry-level personal trainer, find that instructor that's been in the gym, that's known as the veteran, that's known as the lead trainer, whoever that might be, and ask them for a walk around the gym. Have them show you the different spaces. Often during that, and this is what happened when I first entered the industry, is that often they will give you the insights of who is working at certain time periods, what's helped them, and they will give their best advice because they know that this is a new generation coming in. And most likely they're very comfortable with their client list. They're not worried about losing clients if they've been around for that long or if they have that title. So go up to that head trainer, that lead trainer, ask them for a walk around and just keep notes, listen, and just ingest all that great feedback. That has been this video on how to not become a bad personal trainer. This industry, it can be tough. It can be a grind. It can be waking up early, going out late to train clients, and then repeating that whole cycle. Make sure early on in your career that you are soaking up all that advice that comes in. You're listening. You're not talking. You're listening to instructors that have been there, that are doing it, and they are making a living out of it. So that hopefully one day you become that instructor that's passing on advice to that next generation and hopefully helping them do the same things that you did. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Keep coming back for content in this personal training, fitness education realm, and I'll catch you then.